Hello, I'm Councillor Robert Mitchell, working from home as you can see during the COVID pandemic, but the teams out on our roads and fixing them continue to work, doing their best with social distancing where they possibly can. Our roads, like other bits of infrastructure, don't last forever. Wear and tear, patch repairs, gas and water company repairs and other interventions all take their toll, and eventually the best option is to remove the top layer and relay the tarmac. This video shows crews working recently on the A13 just east of Hadley High Street to where we meet the Southend Council boundary. In busy daytime traffic areas, we work at night to minimise delay and disruption, although it might mean one night of disruption for residents every 20 years or so, which we hope isn't too much price to pay for a new, smoother and quieter road surface. We would normally close the road completely for the large machinery access, but here we've kept half the road open, controlled by traffic lights due to the nearby Southend roadworks and the resultant diversions. So the first major process is to plane off the top few centimetres of the old road surface. The noisy and heavy machinery that does this uses metal teeth to smash the surface into small pieces, called planings. So they'll try and do that in the early part of the evening and do the smoother bit later, a little bit quieter. These are normally reused, the planings, either mixed and reused as a new base course for roads, or maybe laid on muddy public footpaths to improve drainage or to build up a road verge which is being worn away. Here, the raised conveyor moves the waste into the lorry for removal from this site. The planed surface is then swept to remove any loose material and any remaining surface near the obstacles like curbs and manholes. That's removed by JCBs or even by hand. Once the rough surface is clear of loose material, it's ready for us to spray on a sticky liquid binder on the dry surface, like an undercoat when painting wood, so that we can lay new warm asphalt from a large spreader machine. Normally, the asphalt is hot, around 170 degrees, so not one you want to stick your finger in. But here we're using warm asphalt, around 50 degrees cooler, but still needs to be at the right temperature to be flexible enough to be laid around curbs and to stick onto the existing surface. So warm asphalt has now been used for some time in both the USA and Europe, and we therefore know it performs just as well as the hot stuff. But the one big advantage of warm asphalt is that not having to heat it so much saves around 20% on energy costs and a total reduction of up to 40% in greenhouse gas emissions. In addition, the lower temperature means it doesn't boil off so much of the bitumen binder and results in lower emission of fumes during installation. You can see in the video how the team follow the machine, laying the material to quickly move it into small corners and edges before it starts to set. A skilled job and very difficult to do with complete social distancing, but given there was a good breeze, it was able to blow away a lot of the smells and one hopes anything else. It's important that the new asphalt is rolled quickly with a heavy roller to compress it and ensure there are no air gaps, which might lead to cracking under heavy vehicles or might let in water during the winter, which could freeze and start a pothole when it expands. So warm asphalt takes less time, by several hours depending on the weather, to set and cool, ready to open the road for traffic. On a busy road like the A13, the disruption to drivers is significantly reduced, a huge advantage, not least where we need to reopen the new carriageway to start working on the other side. So when any finishing final touches are done, we can reopen the road to traffic hours earlier than with conventional hot material. It only remains for the line painting crew to follow up, and we have a brand new, smooth, skid-resistant road surface that will last for many years without potholes or other problems.